Mom's not stupid. She raised me alone, worked 2 jobs, paid off her mortgage early. But when my dad passed away, she got lonely. And lonely makes smart people do dumb things. He found her through a grief support page, said his name was Steven, said he lost his wife to cancer, said he couldn't believe how easy it was to talk to someone who understood the pain. Within a month, they were messaging every night. Phone calls turned to video chats. His camera never worked, of course. Then came the emergencies. A frozen bank account, a fake hospital bill, a visa issue. She sent him everything, her savings, her retirement, even sold a few heirlooms to help him get home. When she finally told me, she was shaking. Not just from what he did, but because deep down, she knew she let him do it. So I decided to give Steven exactly what he gave her. Turns out he wasn't in another country like he claimed. He was in Ohio, living in his mom's basement. No job, no life, just a gaming chair, a laptop, and a string of fake profiles used to scam women old enough to remember dial-up. But Jeremy wasn't some shadow behind a screen anymore. I made sure of that. I met his mother, Carol, at a farmer's market about an hour outside his town. She was handing out flyers for a church fundraiser. Kind smile, lonely eyes. I struck up a conversation, dropped a few key phrases: divorced, just looking for peace, my son's not around much, and by the end of the week, I was helping her carry groceries to her car. Within 3 weeks, we were officially dating. By week 5, I was living in her guest room. By week 6, I'd memorized every inch of Jeremy's sad little world. He had a type, goth girls who seemed unstable enough to manipulate, but hot enough to brag about. So I had a virtual assistant from Mumbai build the perfect trap. We created Lilith, sharp eyeliner, vintage corsets, broken poetry in her bio, real photos from a model friend, voice notes crafted with AI. But we didn't message him first. That would have tipped him off. Instead, we followed, liked a few posts, left one vague comment. He couldn't resist. When he finally DM'd, he fell fast. I watched him text her during dinner, grinning like a high schooler in love. Sometimes he'd be giggling in his room, whispering, "I love you so much, kitten," while his mom and I watched Wheel of Fortune in the next room. He sent selfies, songs, a necklace. Then came the money. First it was $10,000 for a surgery her mom needed. Then he wanted to meet, so she said she needed $20,000 as proof he was serious about meeting, and a safety deposit so she felt safe. He didn't hesitate. He just wired it. Said he was saving up for plane tickets next. I had everything. Proof of funds, chat logs, bank receipts. Every dollar he stole from my mom was now recovered, but I wasn't finished. When he asked to finally meet Lilith in person, we agreed. Only she wasn't some fake voice behind a screen anymore. I flew the virtual assistant from India out to the States, got him a hotel room, gave him the script. He knocked on his door just before sunset. I stood at the end of the driveway close enough to hear. He opened the door, saw him standing there, and just froze. He smiled. "Hi, baby." Surprise. He didn't say a word, just stared, eyes wide, lips trembling. His hands were shaking so hard he dropped his phone on the porch. He never left the house after that, deleted all his accounts, stopped speaking at dinner. I ended up marrying Carol, his mom who I was with, but she passed 6 months later. Stroke, quick and quiet. Her will left everything to me. House, savings, insurance, even Jeremy's childhood collectibles. He tried to contest it, but there was nothing left for him to stand on. His own mother didn't trust him. The only thing she left him was a folded letter. That read, "You're the biggest mistake of my life." And that's when I knew that I had won.